I join my colleagues, I join activists, I join all nationalists to commend the president for this courageous, selfless, and patriotic move that he has made to actualize true federalism, to actualize restructuring, which we have been agitating for over the years. Before now, we've talked about how to run the country as a true federation, whereby there's independence, whereby there's separation of powers between the three arms of government, as opposed to what the military had imposed on us by running the country as a unitary system of government. So, actions were taken by Nigerians. You recall that Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSUN, went on strike and locked up the courts to agitate for autonomy for the judiciary. And indeed, the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Dr. Lisagbakuba, filed a case at the Federal High Court in Abuja and secured judgment directing that the money meant for the judiciary should be paid directly to the judiciary. But nothing was done. The courts have to go cap in hand to beg the executive for their fund. And he who pays the piper will call the tune. So the agitations continue, and the houses of assembly of the states worked together with the National Assembly in 2017, and they passed a bill called State Legislatures and Judiciary's Financial Autonomy Alteration of the Constitution. And this bill was assented to by the president in June 2018. And what is the purport of that law? That law amended Section 121 sub 3 of the Constitution by saying that every fund that is meant for the legislature of the state, every fund that is meant for the judiciary of the state should be paid directly to the accounts of the legislature and the accounts of the court since June 2018. But the governors of the state refused to abide by the provisions of this law, which is an enforceable law in Nigeria. And they continue to dominate and oppress the judiciary by refusing to release their funds until the president then set up a committee headed by the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and then Senator Etai Inan, as he then was. And they came up with very robust recommendations. The president of the Nigerian Bar Association was there, members of JUSUN were there, Parliamentary Staff Union were there, all stakeholders were represented in that committee. And they all came out with a suggestion that there should be an executive order to implement the provisions of Section 121 sub 3 as amended by the fourth alteration. And that's what the president has done by signing Executive Order number 10 of 2020,